Hey, this is Anthony, it's RevZilla. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REAX Traveler backpack, available at RevZilla.com. This is a riding backpack. It costs about $150. Backpack for $1, I've seen very little on the market that can touch it. When I think about amazing riding backpacks, I think about Kriega, I think about Velomaki, I think about Icon, and now REAX, by way of Mr. Buzzsaw, has come out with an amazing backpack. And I will say that, even acknowledging that REAX is part of the family of brands that RevZilla is part of. This is one of our own, and I had nothing to do with it, but was quite impressed when I first saw it. I have called this Buzzsaw's magnum opus. 30 liters, around the $150 mark, beautiful heather grade style, up to 500D tarpaulin. And when I walk through the feature set here, you're gonna go, oh, really? Oh, damn, really? Really? Oh, for real? That is what you do, because that is what I did when I first saw this bag. So kudos to the REAX team to construct something that's so useful that, in my opinion, can be used as a commuter bag, as a weekender bag, as a heavy-duty touring bag. And I'm gonna start with the clamshell feature, which allows you to fully open it up. When I say Traveler, where's my, here we up, right here up at the top, we're gonna look at the way this thing fully opens. Actually, that's my laptop case. It's this one, missed the zipper there we go. The theory on these Traveler bags is that the best and most efficient way to stuff a backpack for longer durations with more crap is if you can fully open it up, go clamshell, and then lay it out as such. You have the full flexibility, you're not trying to adhere to internal compartments ad nauseum, and you're not limited by a top-down loading scenario. So there are roll-top bags that are on the market. It's just harder when you have to unpack everything to get to things at the bottom. This is the common wisdom of the best way to go. So ultimately, you'll see, very simple in its design. If I looked at the interior guts of this, I'd say at first glance the only way that I might improve it, and don't come stab me in the night, Buzzsaw, is maybe a little slot just like I have on my luggage, could be framed in orange, where I can throw my business card. So in case I lose this, someone says, I need to get this back to Anthony, instead of thank you, mystery person that just gave me a chock full bag of all your favorite, most valuable stuff, and I have no idea who to make it back to, or I have nothing glaring me in the face that says you should return it to someone. Now, I will tell you, fit-wise, 6 points of adjustability. 2 shoulders, 2 chest, and you have 2 points down here. Actually 7, because you have your sternum strap as well. And the thought process, and we originally saw Kriega do this the best, is that if you're able to adjust at the chest, at the top of the shoulder, you have the best chance of getting a fully loaded pack, really to distribute weight to your sternum, and then down along your middle back. You want to get it off the tops of your shoulders, away from your neck. And you do that up here, set it and forget it. Notice these self-adjusters. And then ultimately, you do have a lot of floppy dangles in your stock configuration. And while every one of these straps has a bungee around this molly webbing that's attached, this is heavy duty nylon, what you can do is cut these, hit them with a quick lighter, burn the end, and really get it to that point where you can get rid of some of the excess. Another thing that I use on mine is I'll do a zip tie like you'd get to really when you buy any type of new cord. I'll find twist ties that are black off of electronic accessory cables, and what I'll do is I'll roll these guys up sometimes and I will pin them down. But ultimately, sternum strap here, and they ditched around the waist. This is really, you know, when you're wearing this, this is gonna be sternum and shoulder, it's ditching that waist. I remember back in the day when even the Tech Aero from Alpine Stars, I just take a box cutter and I would pull off the waistband of these, because unless you're going hardcore, unless you really love that security of having it pinned down, a lot of times that big waistband just kind of gets in the way. It makes it more difficult. Now, I will say this, I have seen other backpacks on the market that have the ability to kind of almost disengage one shoulder quickly and make it wider so you can get it over your jacket a little bit easier. Again, you're gonna have to feel that out for yourself, but when it comes to fitment, that was one of the features that was left off. But remember, this is $150. This isn't $200, $250, or $300. I can remember even 5 years ago, anything with this much going on would be a $300 pack, and it's nice to not see that. Even today, we see anything that's got this beautiful heather gray material done in nylon that's brushed really just start to skew into the stratosphere. Now, if we look at the back here, staying with fit and comfort, you'll notice some 3D panels, good airflow if you're wearing it all day. Could be your college commuter bag with your books in it. Ultimately, great for airflow and a little bit more supportive as you get to the lower back. It's like a 1/4 inch up here, closer to a 1/2 inch down here on this dense foam padding. And notice basic REAX logos. Now, Keep in mind, we're going to ship this over our free shipping threshold, and if there's anything I don't cover today, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Leave us your comments, your questions, your feedback. Now, let's go around to the back of the pack and cover really some of the nuances here. First thing I'm going to start with is 500D tarpaulin along the bottom. This is the same type of material we see from waterproof roll top bags, but this backpack is not going to be waterproof. What we have here is a waterproof liner, like many great packs do, that is removable down here. Ultimately, this comes up, these T-handles loop through these eyelets right up there, and you have the ability to fully cover your backpack. Now, I will tell you what's cool about these is typically when backpacks have done this in the past, and one of the things this backpack improves upon is this is removable and replaceable. Because over time, if you're using the crap out of this, you might wear through your elastic, you might get a puncture. It's not a ripstop material. It does have a pop of reflective with the REAX logo on it. I'm just going to send it over there, but you do have the ability to ultimately replace that over time, and that stows nicely. Also, as we work our way up, this is blacked out reflective, which is nice. It's not big silver reflective. It doesn't throw the clean classic lines or the textile lines off. Notice reflective, reflective, reflective on that side, and you do have some basic REAX logoing. Now, if I start here, you have an expandable mesh-driven water bottle pouch. On this side, it switches it up. It's a 4x7 fleece-lined cell phone pocket, easy if you're riding, and ultimately kind of hidden away on the side. It won't take something like an iPhone Plus or some of the massive tablet, kind of half-tablet iPhones or smartphones, but it will take a normalish sized phone. Working our way up, we have this pocket. Notice that there's a loop back. I can't quickly and easily open this pocket. I call it the anti-pickpocket pocket because this loop with this zipper ensures that if you are using this pocket for what it's intended, and I'll tell you when I get it off, it takes an extra second here to get this through the eyelet, somebody kind of rolling by just can't quickly swipe at you. I'll pull that loop through. You can choose to use it or not use it, but ultimately you do have access to another pocket. You can put your wallet in there. Again, more valuable materials in there. If I open this pocket right here, now I get into an area where I have a loop for my keys, school supplies if you're studious, and again, just another multifaceted pocket there. Up here, I have an interesting feature, and this is a feature that I think could be slightly improved upon over time, but I really like where they went with it out of the gates. This is how you'd secure your helmet to the bag. Notice I have a G-hook here, and this is an alloy style G-hook, and I have this big loop right here. The way that this works is you loop this up and under your chin bar, around your helmet, and your helmet sits flat right here along the side of the bag. Now I will tell you, everybody's helmet's different, and because this is a hardcore metallic G-hook, one of two things can happen. Either over time, the next iteration rubberize this, or you could get this, see where it sits on your helmet and whether or not this hook is going to come in contact to paint or plastic. If it's plastics, you're probably fine. If it's paint, you might want to think about that and ensure it's not scratching, but it's nothing that a little bit of tape on the back side of this can't solve. Also note, I'm not condoning any drinking and riding, but this does have a bottle opener built in. Let me see if I can back this guy out here. There we go. Over on this G-hook. Again, notice there is a bottle opener on that. That is one of my very few gripes with this backpack. The other kind of gripe with this is that when you're not using this G-hook and not attaching a helmet, there's nowhere for this extra kind of piece of nylon webbing to go. It just kind of dangles, and I'm not a big fan of danglers. Now, if you come up here, open it at the top. This is a fully fleeced lined pouch for additional scratchables. They're really thinking about your sunglasses going down that route. There is not another secondary visor slot on this lid. Some backpacks are going to have a secondary shield slot. Now, moving along to the side, I've already gone through our clamshell. Let's talk about our laptop pouch and our tablet pouch. Only goes down that far. Notice two slots, laptop and tablet. And what's nice about these are fleece lined. There is a bit of foam backing here, so it's the most safest spot on your bag. But I'll also tell you, they don't go all the way to the bottom. We've all done that. I did it for years with my Tech Aero from Alpine Stars. Drop down your bag, you have your laptop in it, you pull out your laptop and you get dings on your laptop, or you just know that that was a sickening thud against the ground. This has some foam on the bottom. The pouches don't go all the way down to the bottom. You're never gonna drop this and have your laptop, edge of your laptop be the first thing that touches the ground. Very, very smart design, very, very thoughtful design. So all in, if we look at it, the REAX Traveler, I couldn't be more proud of the REAX team that has designed this product. I think it serves a lot of the functional purposes for the everyday rider, for the commuter, for the weekend traveler. Traveler is a great name for it, and I love the fact that you have this beautiful heather gray with the 500D tarpaulin and a feature set that, in my opinion, typically costs about $100 more for around the $150 range. I am a fan, and you heard where I would improve upon it, but again, Motorcycle products are not static. Sometimes they get rolling changes, sometimes they get redesigns, and I would not be surprised if the team at REAX incorporates some of that feedback into future models or future product rollouts. The next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews. You shouldn't just take our word for it. As always, we'll ship free over our free shipping threshold, and if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion, the latest and greatest in the moto universe. Well done, Buzzsaw. We'll see you again on RevZilla TV.